Hey ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Diecast and more here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the brand new Caterpillar 745 articulated dump truck produced in 1/50th scale by Diecast Masters. This is definitely one of the nicer new models that they have come out with here towards the end of 2017. It is one of the few newer models that they have come out with that also will allow you the ability to remove the little operator that some have named Bob. This one did not come with Bob in the cab, it already came with him removed. And I'm going to be 100% honest, I have not figured out how to open up the top of the cab yet before I get into the review. I'm just going to let everybody know that. I've tried, and I just really didn't want to break the top of the cab or anything like that, so I'm just going to leave it be, and I'm just very thankful that he was not in there to begin with. So with that being said, we're going to start out with a review, and I want to go ahead and start right here at the front of the model. For the end of 2017 here on the 745, we get a flip-up cab and hood, which will allow you to see the engine that is placed inside, along with a little bit of hydraulic lining detail that you can see underneath there. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera here for lighting's sake, but regardless, very nice they allowed that. It would be nice if the hood came up a little bit higher. Again, not the end of the world. Right up front, we have the two forward-facing headlights. On the outside, there are some amber lights. At the bottom of the machine, there are what would typically be two tow positions. Those have not been drilled out on this model. On the front here, you can see the nice Caterpillar decal in the front of the grille. The grille is not etched out or anything along those lines. So there's nothing to really look at in terms of inside of the grille. Here on the top of the cab, we have two more forward-facing lights, and I don't know if you can see them or not, but here on the side of the cab, we have another amber and green light on both sides of the cab there. There is some sort of a windshield wiper that is molded down in there. It's very hard to see. Some of you may have noticed already there is what would appear to be a mirror right here on the top of the cab. If we can focus in there, there we go. Some sort of a mirror facing downward there, and obviously mirrors on both sides of the cab. Handrails seem to be metal, so that's nice. On the back of the cab, you can see there is another green and amber light on both sides, along with an additional strobe on top of the cab. In terms of what you can see in the cab, you know there's a steering wheel and the little trainer seat and the driver's seat. Not too much else you can see down in there, unfortunately. So I'm not really even going to bother showing you that too much right off. Here along the back side of the cab, there is basically some textured grill there. It is not truly drilled through or anything along those lines. We have down here at the bottom is a firm plastic mud flap, and we have the I'm assuming that is a metal stairs that come down. Right here at the articulation point, I'm going to go ahead and lift the bed up. Right here at the articulation point, you can see some very nice detailing here along the bottom. They have painted that. I can't remember exactly what that is right off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but they have done that, which typically they would not have done on the past models, I don't think, which I have a 740 here I can compare shortly. The hydraulic hoses are nice. They've got the little black wrap around them, which they would have in real life. So that's that. You have to back her up a little bit, but the mud flaps here on the bed They do not move or anything like that. They are stuck in place. They appear to be metal as well. And last but not least, we have the 745 logo on the side. Here's a look at the dump bed for those of you that may or may not be interested in that. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. There we go. This does come with what would appear to be some sort of a sand load. I don't really like it, so I didn't even bother showing it in this review. But I guess I'll show you the rear end of it as well. Let's see if we can get it lined up there for y'all and focused in. Alright, so there you can see there's obviously red rearward facing lights along with 2 more ambers and 2 white reverse lights and what would appear to be, I don't know what this red painted thing is here. I don't know what that is, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to look that up, unfortunately, if you want to find out what it is for yourself. And for whatever reason, a lot of you like to know what the underside of the models look like. There you can see the underside, the belly pan for the motor. If I had to guess, probably some oil and transmission stuff going on down here. Couldn't tell you really, but just a wild guess. On the underside, you can see a little bit of axle detail. Nothing too terribly wild. Once you get down here, you see more axle detail and some driveline detail. Very nice. It does have springs in the suspension, so that will, I don't know which way would be best to really show you. You can kind of see, it looks like it's a little bit easier on this side to do. So you can get a little bit of movement out of it and it'll articulate a little bit like it should. One more thing I wanted to point out on this side of the engine, there's a little vent there. Nothing too wild, just wanted to kind of point that out real quick. But other than that, guys, that's really it. Go ahead and show you the dump height on it real quick, and I'm going to have to back it all the way out. Just going to have to pick up the camera real quick. There is the dump height on the 745. So we've got a pretty impressive dump height there. Nothing to get too excited over, but it's a lot better than a lot of the other models out there nowadays. And if you'll just bear with me real quick, here we have the 740B. You can kind of compare those real quick. I'll put them one in front of the other, maybe give you a decent idea of kind of what you're looking at there. But as you can see, between the 740B and the 745, there's definitely been an increase in detail by far. There's no doubt about that for sure. So with that being said alone, really the 745 is a great deal. They were asking a little much for it at first, but they came down on the price, I believe. So I got mine for around $95 shipped, which I think is 100% reasonable. I would spend that all day long, honestly, on it. It's definitely worth that. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this review. Just wanted to give everybody a brief little in-depth little review on it. If you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll try to answer those as quickly and hopefully as I possibly can. And always, please check me out on Instagram at Diecast and more. We're coming up on some big things here soon, so everybody stay tuned. And next up is going to be the Encon review. I've been slacking on it. I just haven't really been in the right frame of mind to get behind that review yet, but we're going to do it. Just wait and it'll come through, I promise. But hope everybody has a good rest of the week. Wherever you're watching this, hope you have a good rest of your day. And we'll see y'all in the next video.